What's up guys, Barry Game here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today, well, we're going to be talking about a few Transcendence heroes you might not want to build if you are a free-to-play player. We do highlight these heroes quite often, one of them not so much since they're a newer hero, but there's words going around the community, you know, this hero is amazing, this hero does this, but if you're not spending, getting them to that point of being that overpowered awesomeness can be a little difficult. So today we're going to be going over 3 Transcendence heroes I would say put at the bottom of your list for the time being if you're free to play. Maybe if you're a low spender too. I just don't want to see you guys make these mistakes. We've been doing some account tune-ups. We've seen them built on a couple of those accounts and it's like, you probably should not have done that. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Hopefully it helps you guys out. Hit that subscribe button. Let's jump right into it. So which heroes are we specifically talking about? Well, the one that we literally highlight all the time on our own account, mainly because we have his core and we have some fun shenanigans, Lord of Death Azrael. So as he stands right now, he can be a very solid PvP hero to have on your team. Outside of PvP, I don't know if I would even really consider him just yet, especially as a free-to-play player. One of the big things that I love about this hero is this very last node. During the existence of Phantom Remnant, and Phantom Remnant is, of course, when he dies, he turns into the little ghost form, that little creepy looking eye everywhere. He has a chance, or he guarantees to restore one random ally 50 energy, and it does seem like it does prioritize your strongest battle power hero on the battlefield. That can be really huge. He does so much to disrupt the enemy team and deal damage. When he is a Phantom Remnant, at the end of each round, additionally reduces the all damage dealt by the one enemy with the highest attack, so that's making the big damage dealers not do as much to you, which is very nice. Some of these other things we don't really invest in, and actually let's show you our Azrael right here. Mainly for like our cheese that we have done, we've put very limited things into him. We went all in, of course, on his last passive because that increases his damage and what his actual on-death ghost ability does. The other thing is we have his core. Absolutely don't go for this core. It's an interesting one, but it's not really that great for the average player. When an ally dies, it deals 300% attack damage to 2 random enemies based on the dead ally's attack. So you see us using carries. It's not doing that much because carry doesn't have that much attack in our setup, but it does grant distant blessing for all surviving allies, which is pretty cool. This effect can only be triggered once for each ally per battle, so even if the carries come back, they don't give this again, which is why it's not as great. But it says holy damage is increased by 13%, control immunity by 18%, and speed increased by 15 for 6 rounds, stackable up to 6 times. The fact that like you can't have your carries coming back means it's only good for short-term PvP battles. It's not there for other game modes. And of course, I do like upgrading his active to do more damage and all that fun stuff. His other abilities aren't really great because you don't even really want him doing his basic attack. It doesn't do that much, honestly. You can make it ignore armor. You can have it do like a couple other things and nothing you really care about. This one is interesting though. If you do get Breath of the Death, whenever a hero dies except itself, self gains 1 layer of Curse of Doom and removes 1 random debuff from himself. If an enemy dies, it gains 50 energy and a 50% chance to gain additional energy. I don't really care about this one as much, mainly because he's not living when the way that we use him. If an ally dies, additionally reduces all enemies crit damage by 40%. That's pretty cool. Another little change there. And then if an enemy dies, additionally increases all allies attack. That one can be good. But again, this is a hero that is very niche. He doesn't really have that many great uses. And I want to make sure you guys see that I have fun with this hero, but he's definitely not a hero you should build. Next up on this list is going to be another one that you hear a lot of good stuff about, and that is Star Alchemist Holmes Young. He's probably one of the most supporty type. He's a weird hero. He can deal damage. He can do some pretty cool support stuff, but without investing quite a bit into him, I would say probably not a hero to go for. And really, it's not even necessarily his skills and abilities that he has that makes him like overpowered. What really makes him overpowered, if you come on over to here and we take a look at his Oh, that's Star Swordsman Mockman. There it is. Star Alchemist Holmes-Young. His core of origin is ridiculously strong. Probably one of the best in the game, if not the best. So it says, at the beginning of battle, Self gains 60 bottles of Immaculate Potions. Whenever an ally takes a basic or active skill, it consumes only one bottle. You have 60 of them. To restore the attacked ally's HP equal to 4% of their max HP and increase their attack by 8% and armor for 8% for 2 rounds. That's pretty nuts. So that's when they're taking damage. Also, when an ally releases their own basic or active skills, consumes 3 bottles of these potions and increases the dot by 5% of the attacked enemy. When an ally dies, there's a 50% chance to inflict perceptual disorder on 2 enemies with the highest attack for 1 round. Really, the part that I like the best is this first one. When your team is taking damage, you get armor, you get attack, and you get heals. Those are absolutely amazing, which is kind of like a really nice thing that even if you don't go first in battle, especially in places like Void Campaign, you're giving your team some support, some healing, some armor to survive to their turn. Because yeah, that's probably one of the most powerful reasons why you build this hero. But if you're not building the core and you're not investing a lot in this hero, you're not going to get as many uses out of him as a free-to-play player. So definitely stay away from him. Now, the last hero we're going to talk about is the newest one besides the one coming out this week, Bloodtide Queen Arania. She does definitely have some uses. I've seen some people do some really good stuff with her, but as a priest hero, she's not dominant damage-wise like you would see with someone like a Vesa. The other thing is when it comes to the Abyss faction, it's usually not the one you're pushing past C-Lane 25. She does have some really cool abilities, and her core is interesting. At the beginning of each battle or at the end of each round, there's a 100% chance to inflict Black Kindling Ash on one random enemy that doesn't have it already. When an ally takes damage or active skill or basic attack released by enemies that have that, it restores them HP and grants them a shield equal to 200% of attack. When an ally deals damage by active skills or basic attacks, increases the crit of this attack by 15% to burning enemies, which we don't have that many burning without Sun Devourer Eos in your team. Or there's a 60% chance to restore an ally 10 energy to enemies with Black Kindling. So, like, it can be cool. The thing I do like about her core is it's very much like Star Alchemist Holmes-Young, where it does provide your team healing when you don't even get to go and have your turn or anything like that. She does have some pretty cool abilities, but I feel like overall, she's just not as useful to the average player. When we're talking about heroes you want to go for free to play, you want Star Swordsman Mockman, you want a Vesa, you want a Lord of Fear Aspen, you want even some of the older heroes like Jara and everything. Surprisingly, Swordflash She is kind of falling off now that Star Swordsman Mockman is becoming one of the biggest, most powerful heroes for a lot of different game modes. So that's going to be my top 3. Definitely don't touch Lord of Death Azrael no matter what, even if you're spender. I don't think you should even touch him. If you are a mid-spender, you could probably go for Star Alchemist Holmes-Young, go for his core. We'll get one eventually on him. And then finally, Bloodtide Queen Arania, just not really that much of a great investment for a free-to-play player. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think about this list. Would you change anything or add anything? Leave a comment down below. We can fight all we want and talk about all the different reasons and why they can be useful in different spots. And I'll see you guys next time.